Lizzie, but I have a question for you.
You do it. Let's get into it. We've got this great question on when something's inedible at a dinner party.
Awesome. Well, our live question this week is about a dinner party where something was inedible. Hello, Dan and Lizzie. I was recently invited to an acquaintance's house for an 8-person dinner as a mutual friend's date. The hosts were gracious and made sure we were comfortable and served delicious appetizers and drinks. However, the main meat dish was overcooked, burned, and smothered in barbecue sauce, which I dislike.
Hmm.
I tried to be polite and eat a few bites, inconspicuously sliding off some of the sauce, but the meat was tough, cut, and well burned. The host explained it was the first time making this dish and apologized for overcooking it. Some of the other guests finished it, some didn't. What is the polite thing to do when something is inedible? And while I know the host, the invite was extended to my date. Should I have sent a thank you message to the host? I know my date did check in with the host the following day and thanked them for
Ah,
the invite. Thank you for making a weekly show that makes me a better person out in the world. Looking forward to your reply. Warmly, a non member of the Clean Plate Club.
a non-member of the Clean Plate Club. No worries. That club has a declining membership over the years, and it's okay. Um,
Hey.
hey, look at that. I feel, hey, I want to applaud the host here for hosting an 8-person dinner party where the invitation was extended to a date. I just think that is so classy. Like, you just don't, I don't know about your world, cousin, but my world doesn't have very many dinner parties in it. Not the way that my parents' generation did. And maybe that's a little bit living in Vermont. Maybe it's a little bit Vermont when the degrees are 12 and -8 outside. But I do feel like just applause for a dinner party that sounds like a proper dinner party. We got a cocktail hour with great hors d'oeuvres and drinks. Like I
Yeah.
said, invitation extended to your guest to bring a guest. I thought that was very classy. Major kudos to your date for sending the thank you note or calling up or reaching out to say thank you to the
Leaving the
host.
following.
Like
Yeah.
the only thing that I would say could have gone better if I was giving advice to the host in this situation would have been don't try a dish you've never done before on a dinner party night. Instead, practice that dish ahead of time or go to one of your tried and true. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't have mistakes with a tried and true dish or something you're familiar with as well. That can happen. But this is one of those things we suggest is don't try serving something that's an experiment. Now, it's not the host who's writing into us. Like, this is our guest who's writing. Yeah, exactly. This is our guest who's writing in. I think you actually did a perfectly good job. Removing the sauce that you know you don't care for as much as you can and kind of quietly doing that, like just a little where it's not noticed. Taking the few bites that you can. Those are our polite, almost like no. My mom calls them no thank you servings or no thank you bites. If you could tell that the meat was overcooked and that was going to be problematic for you, and you're going through a buffet or you're serving yourself family style at the table, do take that small portion to begin with. That way, it's not such a waste and it's not so apparent that this was an inedible meal. But truth be told, you're in the clear because your host said it at the
What's
meal.
going on?
Like,
Yeah.
this is this no, they know what is up, and you did the best you could. I think everything was perfect, and I think you thanked them for the lovely parts of the dinner that you did have. You don't specifically write a note or send a text afterwards that says the peas and mashed potatoes and the hors d'oeuvres and the drinks were great, leaving out that charred piece of meat. But I think you do say we had such a lovely time. I was so honored to be able to bring a guest. Like, thank you. It was just a great evening. I think you could absolutely say something like that the next day.
I love your idea to keep the focus on something else.
Yeah.
There is no rule that says you have to eat a bunch of food you don't like. In fact, if there were any good etiquette in the situation, it would be the good etiquette of the host wanting to make you as comfortable as possible. And
Yeah.
a good host wanting you to be as comfortable as possible wouldn't want you to eat a bunch of food that you didn't enjoy or that didn't agree with you. That no thank you bite is all you need. There's no need to disassemble. There's no need to try to cut the food up and make it look like you ate more than you did. There is a version of a deception that some people think might be good etiquette in this kind of situation. Make it appear like you ate a little more than you did. really not required. Again, you're not fooling anyone, yourself or your host. If they ask directly, you can always say something honest. It didn't agree with me. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I so appreciated the good appetizer. Like Lizzie says, take the attention somewhere else to something else that you can compliment them on or appreciate about the meal. And you're going to be in great shape as a guest.
Cousin, I had the opposite problem Tuesday night. I had my friends Aaron and Jason Carmichael had me over for dinner, and I
More,
love
please.
dinners at home with them. And she asked me ahead of time if beef stroganoff was something that I liked, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Cream and noodles and beef? Yes, please." And I was so excited about it. He cooked an amazing beef stroganoff. It even had a little bit of spice to it, which I really like. And
Lots of
I
pepper.
had yeah, it was just pepper, but it was the spice of it was really good. Like it was enough pepper that it had kick, and I really liked it. I was A, grateful that he gave me a large portion to begin with, and B, I was trying very hard not to be greedy with it. I really wanted a big scoop of seconds. I held off and had a small scoop of seconds. But the surprise was that Erin made an arugula salad, which I really don't care for arugula very much, and she made it with goat cheese, craisins, and some kind of a maple vinaigrette. And whoa, I had two servings of that salad. I loved it so much. I was like, Aaron, I have to be dead honest. Arugula is not my favorite green, and I am loving this tonight. And it was so delicious. Anyway, I was sitting there just thinking like, I hope they have leftovers tomorrow.
A non-member of the Clean Plate Club. I want to tell you that you do not need to be a member to get through a dinner party well. This is a good piece of advice for little children at the table who are working on finishing what they start. But for attending a dinner party is really about enjoying yourself, being honest with the food that's been served to you. Thank you so much for this question. Thank you for giving us a chance to both answer it and applaud the act of throwing a dinner party. Lizzie Post, thank you so much for meeting me here on the Go Live.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Big thanks to Chris and Sandy and everybody who joined. We love getting to see you guys, and love seeing your comments while we're doing this. It's so much
Yes.
fun. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Appreciate the compliment. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.